It's really lovely to arrive into Newport. Everybody here understands the race, they know what we're doing, and they get really excited about it. The whole town is happy to have us here. And obviously when you're giving a sustainability message as well, Newport really buys into that, and that started in the last edition with the Ocean Summit we had, talking about sustainability and the actions they'd implemented here, and we're seeing that more and more, so it's a lovely stopover to be at. Well, all the long legs of this race are over, and it's the short sprints left, which means that the racing's just going to get closer. And we've seen 5,000 miles end in a match race just minutes apart with the boats, and we're only going to see more of that. It's a double pointer, it's the big sprint across the Atlantic. The weather could be full on. We've got ice skates, and we've got a very technical finish in the UK coming into Cardiff. I think it's going to be an exciting race, and I think everybody's pushing really hard at the end. It's literally only about 16 offshore sailing days left, and everyone's pushing hard to make sure that they are just giving as much as they can. Well, our fingers are crossed. For 4 legs now, we've been in the hunt, in the lead, in the mix, and just haven't delivered a finish. And it doesn't count in yacht racing unless you cross the finish line in the right position. So we're hoping with everything that these are going to be our legs. We've got 3 chances left, and let's hope we get 3 podiums out of that. Well, it does feel like home waters when you've been sailing around the world and suddenly you're back in the North Atlantic and you're back in UK waters. But it's a bit of pressure as a UK skipper coming back into the UK. The race has not been to the UK for a long time, so it's quite exciting to have it back there. But it's a very technical venue. You know, they haven't picked an easy venue for us to arrive into, so we're going to be tested. There's a lot of UK navigators in this fleet. So I think we all know what to expect, and we all know it's going to be hard. Well, the nice thing when you leave Newport is you're pretty confident with the forecast that you get going forwards. And Brian knows this bit of water really well. He knows all the hazards along the way. It's just whether he can bring out the navigation skills and the tactical skills that we need to put us in the right position with the rest of the fleet. Bledon's really excited to be going home, and he is the Welsh hero. We've really set him up as that, so the pressure's on, but he's delivering that back to us. He's like, okay, so let's get in there in the right position. So he's looking forward to it, and we just hope we get the right result that kind of gives us that elevated status when we get there. I think as a team we're looking at leg by leg. You know, the big picture is a bit late for us now, but we're looking not to finish at the bottom because our racing hasn't been at the back of the fleet, and we want to reflect that in the positions overall. So there is a big picture in the back of our minds, but we're also just focusing on leg by leg. We've been so close and just denied that finish that we just hope that we can just pull it out of the bag at some point. It's hard, and it gets harder. The more setbacks you have, the harder it is to pick yourself up, dust yourself off and go again. But they want it, they're hungry for it, so it makes my job a little bit easier. But it's quite hard to answer those same questions of, oh, yes, again, you haven't quite made it. That's really difficult, and that's what we want to kind of put behind us. We know we can do it. We know we're racing well. We're being competitive. We just haven't quite crossed the line in the right place. So we've got to get that out of the way. And I think once we've done it once, we can do it the next time as well. So there's 3 opportunities. Hopefully, fingers crossed for the next one. And then the 2 after that, why not? It would be a very happy day. It turn the tide on plastic makes a big difference, especially on a double pointer, because the knock-on effect of that in the overall picture would be huge. And obviously that's our goal now. Well, the funny thing is, obviously the competition with the red boats is there. Brunel's barging their way in, but we could be quite useful to them because we could be a boat in between other boats for them. So actually we're proving to be quite popular at the moment, and everybody, I think, wouldn't deny us a victory because we've been so close for so long that I think everybody would smile if we made it.